Good morning. It's the top of the hour. I'm Alex Backus.
I'm Joey Horta, and we're following some breaking news this morning. Fresno police right now at Belmont and 6th in southeast Fresno. They have Belmont shut down between 5th and 6th Streets. 6th and Grant is also closed at this point. An ambulance there leaving the scene. It's not clear what's happening. Police are not confirming what's going on. Our team is there asking questions, though, and we'll keep you updated on what's happening here on Eyewitness News this morning.
Also happening now, the search continues for the man who kidnapped a baby and a nanny from northeast Fresno. He let them both go, and now we have new surveillance video police hope will lead to an arrest. It all started on Friday. That 24-year-old nanny was walking with the baby near Fort Washington and Champlain. Police say they were kidnapped at knife point, forced into her car, and the suspect drove them to this ATM at Champlain and Shepherd.
She's going to get out of the vehicle right now on the passenger side. He then opens the door to get out of the driver's side. She walks up to the ATM, and then he stands there for a brief moment, then sits back in the driver's side, leaves his driver's door open.
So he let them go, drove off, and later abandoned the car. Investigators believe the suspect is still in the Fresno area. He's described as a white man in his 40s who is balding and heavy set. If you see him or have any information, call Crime Stoppers at 498-STOP.
Tonight, a prayer vigil will be held for a 17-year-old who is in critical condition after being shot in Fresno's Fig Garden neighborhood. Fresno County Sheriff's deputies say that Nick Calls ran away when someone in an SUV shot at him and his friend Sunday night. After an attempted robbery, his friend escaped into a house, but Nick was shot in the head. He's a student at San Joaquin Memorial High School. His friends and classmates praying for him.
I have no words because it's a shock, and I really wish the best for him. I pray that he pulls through.
Detectives don't have a clear description of the SUV. Tonight's prayer is taking place at San Joaquin Memorial's main gym at 7 o'clock.
Police in Long Beach continue to investigate a shooting this morning that claimed the life of a fire captain. We first brought you this story as breaking news yesterday morning. Police say firefighters were called to a retirement home after reports of an explosion. They were searching that 11-story building when investigators say Thomas Kim, a 77-year-old resident of that retirement home, opened fire. Long Beach Fire Captain Dave Rosa was killed. Another firefighter was hurt, and one elderly resident of that home is in critical condition.
I heard a gunshot, and there's a man sitting on the stairs with a gun in his hand, just kind of looking at the gun.
The captain leaves behind a wife and 2 children. Kim is being charged with murder, attempted murder, and arson. He's being held on $2 million bail, and the other firefighter that was injured is expected to make a full recovery.
We now know the man shot and killed while camping at Malibu Creek State Park was a graduate of Edison High School in Fresno. 35-year-old Tristan Baudet killed in front of his 2 young daughters in a tent in Calabasas. The campground's closed until Thursday as the investigation continues. The LA County Sheriff's Department do not have any leads. There's no suspect and no motive. There's a GoFundMe account now to help the family with expenses. There's a link to that on our website, yourcentralvalley.com.
Voters will get to decide the future of the state's controversial gas tax. A measure to repeal the tax will be on the November ballot. It's 12 cents a gallon and also increases fees for things like registering your car. Governor Brown says the money from this tax is needed to handle a backlog of road and bridge repairs.
Well, I think it's a shame that we, the voters, have to overturn what the legislators that are supposed to be working for us did that none of us agreed with.
You know, there's always 2 sides to the coin. Maybe I don't want to pay extra, but in the long run, we could be helping out our children.
So along with repealing the tax, the measure would amend the state constitution, so future gas tax increases would require voter approval.
Fresno Mayor Lee Brand is pushing a new sales tax. He wants to increase it by ½ cent for the next 15 years. If approved, the money would be split 50-50 between law enforcement and parks, and that would add about $40 million more each year. The mayor will present his plan to City Council on Thursday. All right, we're waking up to a pretty nice Tuesday morning.
Yeah, but we are headed back toward the triple digits today, Anthony.
Yeah, we just can't escape the heat, of course, this time of year. Yesterday, we got a bit of a break, though. We were back to normal. Today, we're jumping right back into the triple digits, and already this morning, we're near that 70-degree mark in Fresno. We're looking at mid to upper 60s across the South Valley. Good morning in Visalia, 65 degrees for you this hour. The same in Porterville. We're up to 48 right now in Shaver, 57 degrees in Oakhurst. Air quality has returned to the moderate range rain for most of the valley floor on today, and temperatures later on this week will cool back to the mid-90s. Stay tuned. Your full forecast is coming up.
Happening now, the Pawnee fire burning in Lake County. CAL FIRE says 22 structures have been destroyed and 600 more are under threat. The fire's burned more than 10,000 acres and is only 5% contained.
It's 6:07 now. The staff at Fresno Yosemite International Airport are better prepared this morning to identify human trafficking. Airport officials teamed up with Airline Ambassadors International yesterday for special training. It's a network of airline employees bringing awareness of the issue and signs to watch for in the travel industry.
So many people that pass through the airport on a daily basis, and we have personnel here that can serve as the eyes and the ears to possibly report.
And we have information on how to prevent or report human trafficking on our website, yourcentralvalley.com.
Plans for an assisted living center in Clovis will not be happening for now, at least. The 28-bed memory care and 80-unit assisted living facility would have been built on West Nees Avenue, but neighbors don't want it there. They showed up at last night's city council meeting to voice their concerns. They say traffic would create noise and safety concerns. City council denied the project, but is not stopping the developers from trying again. They are suggesting a change to how close the building is to neighbors, along with relocating the driveway and making it smaller.
I think right now I'm going to need to go back to the drawing board. There are a lot of options, and I really need to weigh that out.
O'Brien Development says the original plan was for a 3-story building. They're now looking at 2 stories.
Now to the South Valley. Exciting new things are coming to the Tachi Palace Hotel and Casino. Construction now underway for this new outdoor structure. It will be used for concerts and entertainment events. Construction is slated to be complete later this month. They're also planning their first outdoor concert in mid-July with Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Ann Wilson of Heart. The new Tachi Palace Family Entertainment Center is also under construction right now. That center will include a 30-lane bowling alley, an 8-screen movie theater, an arcade, and a billiards room, and that's expected to open up later this fall. This morning, dozens of contestants are in Fresno for the Miss California pageant.
There's a ton of them. 55 Miss California hopefuls, 28 Miss California outstanding teen contestants, all of them right there dressed to impress at the Fresno City Hall Monday to meet City Council and the mayor.
They never realized how much hard work it takes to start. When you start this program, go all the way through to make it to this level where you're competing for Miss California. It's a lot of work, and it's not just beauty contests. There's a lot of very intelligent, talented girls that have to have well-rounded qualities to be successful and to be Miss California.
The first preliminary night of competition is tomorrow, and then you can join us for the main event. We're hosting from Soroyan Theater in downtown Fresno, Saturday night at 8. You'll only see it here on CBS 47. Never know what's going to happen on that stage either.
I know. It's really exciting.
It is. And when we come back on Eyewitness News this morning, President Trump fresh off